Hello everyone and welcome back to part 8 of the Dream Truck Bed Build. Today we are going to be setting the new and improved frame onto my truck. I already took the bed off. We are going to be having D. Cooper Riley over here help us. We're going to set this up here off camera. I went around and welded the whole top plate on, so it is fully welded on now. And let's get right into the time lapse. So we just got the truck bed laid on the frame. Let me back up so you can get a good picture of it. I'll go over here. This is a better angle of it. So it's all sitting here now, and I put my gooseneck ball in, and I'm going to be doing the sides next. And then after we do the sides and the wheel fenders and everything, I will build the box in this video. I now have thrown up the sides. And I put this mark here, which might be the center. I haven't completely measured it and stuff. It's just a guess right now. But I got both sides on, just clamped on for right now. And I put the line on this side too, which I think it's pretty close to the center of the wheel. But like I said, I want to make 100% sure. And these are the wheel fenders I'm using. And I only have one because when I bought it, I was like, I only need 3 inches of it. When I bought it, I was like, I'll just split it in half and both sides will have this curve on it. But I forgot that this side does not have the curve so that you can weld it up against something. So I have another one on the way right now. And I also got the lights. Let me come over here and show you those. And then I ordered this whole box of these. These are the reverse lights, come in the chrome, and have 3 different wires. There's a ground, dim, and bright light. I'm only going to use the bright lights because it's for reverse, of course. But that's all these boxes. I have 2 boxes. This box right here is another reverse, and they have 2 lights in them. And then these are all the this is a blinker, this is a blinker, and then all 4 of these are those are the brake lights. And then this box right here is my license plate light. Here, let me get it open for y'all guys so y'all can see it. Our license plate light, it's chrome also. So we got all the lights in, which I'm really happy about. I have the marker lights already. They have the chrome bezels also, which here are the marker lights. I don't have the chrome bezels on them right now because I ordered the chrome bezels. I left them inside so they don't get nasty or anything or get lost. But there are the marker lights. I bought a whole huge bag of them. There's like 50 of them in here. We do trailers and we do different things, so I just figured I'd buy more, buy bulk, and get them for a cheaper price. So, but this is gonna be it for tonight. It's getting pretty late. It's sort of about 12:30, so I'll catch y'all tomorrow. So welcome back. It is morning. We are about to start cutting these wheels, but first, my dad has the exact same truck as me, except his is half cab instead of full cab. So we're gonna measure his bed, make sure all the stuff lines up, make sure this is right in the center, and get to cutting. So let's go right to it. I have now successfully measured from here to here, which is 54 inches, which is going to be the center of my wheel fender. Now, I drew out my wheel fender. I just sat that one up here and marked it with chalk. So we are going to cut this out with a plasma cutter. I'm going to do it free-handed. So it came out, the circle came out pretty decent, and I got a little wide on this side, I'll be honest. It's probably maybe quarter inch off at this corner right here, but that's no big deal. I can fix that pretty easy. But next thing we're gonna do is we have to take off this beam down here, but when I put it back on, I want it to be able to make sure it's exactly where I need it to be. So I have these two 2-inch square tubing that I cut a while back for the drop downs. I'm going to place one about right here and one about right here, and then I'm going to tack. I'm just going to tack them, of course, for right now, and then I'm going to tack one little tack on there, so after I take this off, cut it and everything, I can set it back up there and get it exactly where it needs to be. I just pulled off this 1x2 square or rectangular tubing that runs along the bottom down here, and I marked up the spots where it needs to be cut for the wheel fender, and I put these little round pieces there using that pipe so it would match. So it would match this right here. So we are about to cut those with the plasma cutter, and then we're going to set them up against this, see how good they fit. If they don't fit that great, of course I'm going to trim them some more, and then we're going to set them up against this. The extra piece of this we're going to cut off with the plasma cutter, make it all look smooth and finished. This off the camera, my dad had to help me, but we got the wheel fender fit in there, and the reason why it was a little big, like I was saying earlier, is because this side of the wheel fender that we used to mark is 37 inches, and the front side was 36 inches. But after I cut it, which y'all saw, I cut it, it made it wider, and then we just pulled it to match the edge of it. So it is all tacked. Now we are about to set it on the side of the truck, see what it looks like. So we have now cut the brackets for the sides, cut them out, sat the side on, and there's a back one. It's looking pretty nice now that we've got the wheel fender on. Our other wheel fender, I don't know if I said this earlier or not, but it is in the metal still, so I'm going to still cut out the circle for the other side using this, and I'm going to make it the same size so they don't look like off or anything. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good in my opinion. Now the next thing to do is build the housing for the ball, and the door, I'm just going to cut out one sheet of flat metal for the base down there, cut the circle out, and then drill the 2 holes for the chain hooks. And then the sides are 5 inches tall, so I'll have to cut another 5-inch piece of metal out of sheet metal, and we're not going to bend them. We're going to cut each corner and tack them together and make a square, because if I bend them, then the corners are going to be curved, and I don't want them to look curved. I want them to be straight. So let's get right to it. What you just saw was me marking up this plate. It's 16 by 16 inches, and then I found the center, so 8 inches in, 8 inches from the side, and then I got this cutoff wheel that I've had, a leftover cutoff wheel. It's just under 4 inches, and the hole up there is 4 inches. So what I'm going to try to do is hold this here right in the center, and then hold it and get my plasma cutter and use the edge of it. And the hole's going to be a little bit bigger than 4 inches, but I'd rather have it a little big where it easily fits in the thing up there than have it too small and we have to grind it, or I have to freehand the hole and it's jaggedy and looks bad. I have now got it cut. As you can see, it is a little bit bigger than the original circle, but now water can drain. There's that hole right there that goes into that trough. You can see the trough right there. The water can drain in there, and then when we set the bed on, it'll be a lot easier to set it on with that bigger hole. So the next thing I have to do is build the box, the sides, all the way around, and then the box will be done. It is now time to cut. I'm going to cut 2 5 inches wide and 16-inch long pieces to sit up there and tack on both sides for right now. Well, there's the 2 pieces cut. I can't grab that one, but there's one of them on the ground. So I'm going to climb up here, tack weld them in with my MIG welder, and the ball section, the gooseneck ball, will be done. The box is now tacked in. I also drilled the holes in the for the hooks. There's one on this side too. So the box is going to stay like that until I get it off the truck bed, because I don't want to weld around my gas tank, but it is good. Now we are going to start on the headache rack, which I'm gonna go 14 inches up, and then at the top up here it's gonna curve, but I don't have enough metal at this moment, so I'm just gonna do the 14 inches up and then make it the slant, and I'm not gonna do the top right now. So I just finished cutting out this. This is the driver's side part of the headache rack. I had to tack it already so we could figure out if this angle was gonna be okay. But it's gonna be like, it sticks out about 2 inches. From when you look at the front up here, it sticks out about 2 inches. I don't know why it's so dark. It's catching the wrong light. But it sticks out about 2 inches. And then when it comes up here, it's still about 2 inches, and it turns about right here. Comes up, and it's about 1.5 inches up here, and then the top's gonna stick up about 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch. So that's what I have planned for it. But now I've cut the other pieces already, so we are going to start welding these and getting these ready to be tacked to the bed. Have completely welded this one. I grinded all the welds down so I can sit this one back here on it and get the exact same angle. But the only thing I have to do still, I'm gonna run maybe 1 more bead or 2 more beads across this so I can make this a flat and connect like a 90 instead of having that dip. If you look right there, you can see like the different angle, and I want it to all look smooth and correct. So. But the first thing we're gonna do is lay this one up on top of this one, get the right angle, and have 2 of them made. So ready? This one is fully welded now. It is, I just finished welding it, so it's really, really hot. That big bead across the top, so I can, like I said, slant it off with a grinder, then weld it all the sides. And then same with this one, I put that big bead on the top up here, so I can slant it off, make it look nice. So next thing to do, a lot of grinding and polishing. I'm just gonna grind on one of them, finish this one up, polish it on video, and then I'm gonna do that one off video. So the brackets are all now polished. Both of them are. That one's polished too over there. So the next thing to do is tack them up there to the frame, and after that I have a piece of this left over, this 1x2 inch rectangular tubing, and I'm gonna run that between them. We'll probably hit about right here, and it's gonna go right below that window, or maybe like in the middle of the window in the paint. I haven't decided yet, but that's the next thing to do. It is all now tacked up there. They're about, staying right here in the middle, they're about the same angle. It's kind of hard when you tack them, trying to get them the same angle, but they look pretty dang perfect there. And then I have the cross member it's gonna go right on this line, and it's right here. It is 70 inches long. Cut the little angles so that it'd fit up better. Those angles right. There, those angles right there. It'll fit up right along this now. And then I know the top is a little high, a little bit too long, but I'm going to mark it before we take it off the truck here in a second. And we are going to actually be cutting them and rounding them. I'm going to cut them, and on both sides I'm going to do the round edges. I think it will look a lot cleaner than in corners like this. But the corner down here I like being so square, but the one up top I want it to be round, kind of follow the body lines of the truck. So let's get this middle bracket welded up. We have now got the middle beam welded in. It is actually welded in on the sides right here. And I also have these tacked. This side's just tacked, needs a little bit more adjusting once I get it off the truck. That side over there is welded. And then these are going to be cut off at 35.5 inches, which is about 3.5 inches down, right there where that line is. And then I'm going to put a bar across and leave this part open back here. Then I'm going to cut it straight across, leave this part back open back here, and then bend a piece of metal, kind of round it off. So that is going to be in next video, not today. We're done for the day since I don't have the rest of the metal I need to finish the headache rack. But we're done for the day on that at least. We are going to tack on the bumper since I do not have the bumper tacked on yet. This side over here is completely ready. to be welded. This side over here still has to be taken off. I'm gonna do this side though after I take it off the truck. There's no reason to have it on here, and I need to put my bed on by today, so I just want to get it off and put my other bed back on. So the last thing we're gonna do today is put this bumper from here. It goes all the way across. We're just gonna tack it up though. So. And the back is completely welded on now. So that is going to be it for this video. Next video we will be building the back. We'll be putting the sheet metal on the back, putting the light holes in and the license plate and the other light. So if you're liking the videos, there's a playlist down below. You can go watch all of them at once. If you like them, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.